Hey guys, we're the ECB team and today we're going to react on Eurovision 2026 entries. Let's get started. This time will be all about Estonia. The Baltic country has selected their Eurovision 2026 artist and song via the Estilao 2026. 12 songs competed in the national selection, and the winners are actually a comeback because it's Vanilla Ninja with Too Epic to Be True. Previously, or shall we say 21 years ago, oh my god, I can't believe, they represented Switzerland with good, cool vibes and ended in 8th place. And now they finally get their chance to represent their home country, Estonia. So let's see what do we think about that song, starting with you, Naomi, please.
Um, mm, this is going to be a difficult one. Yeah, I mean, I was such a fan of Tommy. I know, John, we had differing views, but I was such a fan of Tommy Cash, and I felt like Estonia were kind of. I thought they were going to be on a roll again. It's nothing that I have anything against Vanilla Ninja. It's nothing against them personally. It's just, I think, if I'm honest, um, Estonia had better options. It just, in my opinion, just my opinion. So Ollie with the song Slave, I thought that was such a good song. I felt it would have brought what we love about Estonia. Estonia can do really good rock songs. I felt like it would have been a good entry. And I mean, Ollie's tried for a few years now, so who knows? Maybe he'll be the next Aiden and keep trying and eventually get through. We don't know. But I did feel that he was a good option. Another returnee, because we had some returnees this season who didn't make it, was Gita Jani with Rockefeller Street, which I love that song. Rockefeller Street is such a banger. Um, I did feel her song was a little bit disappointing though, but I felt like having her back, I think would have been a really good nostalgia as well. Not saying that Vanilla Legit isn't, but I just thought she was another good option as well. Even though I did feel the song was a bit mid, I don't know, it just wasn't the song as I was expecting her to come back with. I don't know what I was expecting, but when I heard the song, I just it just wasn't that. So maybe that could have been the reason why. Um, I know we had other returnees that have failed to come back. Alexander Rybak, Jerry Heil. So they're in a club of returnees that just didn't come back. So luckily Vanilla Ninja did. So well done on that aspect. To be fair to them, they're out of many returnees who didn't make it back. But the song is a bit too dated for me, and I just can't. Maybe it's a bit early still. Maybe I just need a bit more time. Maybe I need to listen to it a few more times. Maybe it's something I'm not getting. But I just feel for Estonia, they did have better options. And I did feel that the song is really good. It's really fun. It's energetic. It's a good dance song. I love the 1980s vibes. I'm not against it, but it just feels too cheesy. That's what it is. I'm not against an 80s vibe or a kind of retro dance vibe. I'm not actually against that. But it just felt a bit too 2000s, maybe 80s, and a bit cheesy. And there's other entries that go back in time, and I felt like did it in the right way. So we'll get to those in future videos. So stay tuned, because I have an example of that, but I just don't want to name them just quite yet. But you'll find it in a future video, so stay tuned. But I feel like when you go back in time and it's cheesy and it's just not really in the way that, at least for me, I felt brings it energy and gives it vibrance again. I'm just sorry. I'm really sorry, Estonia. I just feel that it just you had better options. That's basically the crux of what I'm saying. It's just you had better options. Um, I feel like some other people who may have followed Villain Ninja or been around at that time when they originally entered, they will love it. So I actually feel that actually it might be smart of Estonia. They're maybe going for a different fan base. Maybe we know that a lot of younger people are now starting to watch Eurovision, but actually a lot of older people who may have followed Eurovision over the decades, let's not forget them. So maybe they are picking up on an audience that other acts won't. So actually, it could be a smart thing. But overall, for me, it's great. I mean, I'm not against it, but I just feel basically, long story short, Estonia, in my opinion, had much better options. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, first of all, I must relate to Estilao 2026 itself. I think it was a really nice selection. Uh, for me, it split it like that. Some songs were really greater, and some of them were like I don't want to say bad, but let's say at least weak. And this one wasn't one of the best one, unfortunately. Basically, I think like or like at least my top three or four were in a very random order. Get a Yanni, another comeback, but wow, she was amazing live, like really set the stage on fire with great vocals. Noep as well, or Nep, should we say it actually? I think it was really like, laid back but very artistic. Greta Paya as well, really good one. She tries too much, to be honest. Just select her already. And Minimal Wind and Ant as well. Those were my top four in a very random order. All the rest I less preferred, and Vanilla Ninja, unfortunately, are one of them. So it's very 90s or beginning of the 2000 coded pop rock song, I would say. But rock, not in the sense of the powerful one, mostly about the sweet kind of rock. Uh, Also, I want to speak shortly about the structure of the song. Like the intro is actually the chorus itself, which actually for me lowering somehow the excitement I could get because I could really get that part, whether it's introduction. But then as the song progressed, I realized that this is the chorus, and I say, all right, that's it, because I expected much more from this lovely band. Uh, the melody mostly based on keyboards. We have piano, bass, some electric guitar. So overall, like even the production is quite not that modern, like really basic elements. On one side, I could see it as something really like brave to do, but on the other hand, I could see it as something really um not trying too hard, if may I say. But I don't think they do it on purpose. I just think that this is their own art and this is the way they like get their song sorted. Uh, but yeah, overall, and that there is one part of the song that which I really annoyed me. It's this pre-recorded part when you can hear kind of a man saying "I love you," something like that, very kitschy. And that's actually the point when I say, all right, this song is too much for me. And it's sad story because I really like Vanilla Ninja. I must say that I followed them for years, even after Eurovision. That's what we do on EC Beat, by the way. We look over each Friday the new releases, and Vanilla Ninja has as a band released some really good entries. They had Encore in 2022, a whole album with very lovely songs. And here's the thing: lately they have released another song which is much better than that one. It's "Are You Ready to Go?" A very rockish one, but I don't know, it packed me much better. So for me, it's a sad story. Like I'm really happy that they returned. I'm really happy that they finally got the chance to represent Estonia, not only to participate in Eurovision, but the song just it's not that. Uh, my only hope for them is that maybe jury will spread some love on that one, but even on that, I'm not sure. I think the main reason why they won in the selection was also due to the fact that they are kind of big name in Estonia. They played frequently in the radio, and they're really known figures. Even their husbands, by the way, are known singers. Some of them participate in Estelle.
They even have their own ice creams in Estonia. I mean, how do you get
Yeah,
more famous than that? You have your own brand of ice cream.
yeah. That part was really epic. I think the only epic thing. And also it's a sad story for me because I really love all the three vocalists there. Like Lena, we have seen her several times and still out as a solo performer with much better entries. So I don't know. Like for me, it's like you know, it's two things collide, but not on a good thing. Like very good band, a very respectful Eurovision country, Estonia, but the song is just not there. So overall, I don't want to say I'm disappointed, but yeah, I'm a bit disappointed. I just expected much more. But I think I'm just gonna enjoy the live show itself because I'm sure they're gonna deliver on the vocal level. That's what I have to say. All right, it's time to predict whether Estonia gonna qualify for the grand final or not. So, first of all, let's remind all of us that Estonia gonna compete in semifinal number one. And they are allocated to perform in the and that sorry, I got some connection issues. And they're allocated to perform in the second half of the show. So yeah, do you think Estonia gonna qualify?
I'm gonna be honest, no. I feel like it's just not there. I feel like a lot of people were maybe still feeling that Estonia had better options. Another returnee or potential returnee that could have returned is obviously Victor Crone. You remember him performing Storms when Tel Aviv was hosting in 2019. But he wasn't performing as just alone. He was performing as someone else, part of the Stockholm Cowboys. So people would want me to give him a bit of a shout out. So I've done it now. So I hope you're happy. But yeah, so Vanilla Ninja did well in terms of beating him, beating Getajani. So they did well in terms of, a battle of the returnees, but it's not, or potential returnees even, but it's not a Eurovision returnee contest. And so they have won in some sense, but in terms of it being a Eurovision Song Contest, I just don't think the song is there. I just don't. If they maybe do something very spectacular with the staging, maybe. We don't know the staging. We're not at rehearsals point yet at the time of recording. So actually, who knows? Sometimes there have been acts at Eurovision that maybe have been pretty silent, pretty maybe a bit underrated, and then actually on the night they've actually done very well. And that's what I kind of love about Eurovision is that sometimes on the night or in the lead up, kind of songs can just out of nowhere get a massive popularity. And we kind of then feel, oh my God, did we sleep on this song? Did we not realize the song's potential? So things can change. That's what happens in Eurovision. Sometimes on the night, you kind of can leave with different favorite songs. It can happen. So I don't want to write them off, but I do just feel that at the moment, just at where things are currently, it's not happening. I'm sorry. I feel like maybe it's a bit too dated. It's not dated in the right way. It feels a bit cheesy. I just feel like with it being in the first semi-final, I don't know. I feel like that doesn't really help. Um, I feel like it will just get lost. I feel like other entries will take over it. If I'm being honest, I'm sorry. Um, I think a lot of people remember that Estonia did have better options. I feel like actually compared to other songs already in semi-final one, I don't see it beating those. I'm just gonna be honest. At least not by that much. Um, and just where things are currently, I just don't see it qualifying. Dare I say, I feel it might be near, or I wouldn't say be at the bottom, but I think it might be near. I just don't think, I'm just not seeing anything that's making me feel otherwise. Again, it's just my opinion. I could be very wrong. Things may change, but at the moment, I don't think it's qualifying. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Love to Estonia. Nothing against Estonia. Nothing against Vanilla Ninja. Nothing personal. I just don't think it's happening. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I really want to relate to the composition of semifinal number one. As I said in a couple of videos before, I think this is the strongest semi out of the two. And like still we don't have the full lineup of this semi, but I do see some, let's say, historically strong countries or currently strong countries, depending whether it's that entry or like in general, that might like almost book their place in the final. So very roughly, we have there, for example, Finland, Greece, Sweden, which most certainly in. I don't know, Moldova usually are locked. Israel most likely will qualify. So yeah, it doesn't look like they have much free slots to compete on. And I think that if it was the region friendly song contest, it would have won the contest because it's really region friendly. But actually, we know that, especially in recent years, those okay songs or safe songs are usually the one with strongest chances to stay out of the final because they might be really nice to many people, but they are not the ones that will make you pick your phone and vote for them. And I think this is the classic option for that one. I think that maybe like locally on the Estonian market, it might really do a lot because they're quite famous, as said, and their vocals are on point and everything is like really good on that. But the song is a bit dated, as you said, and looking at this semifinal, I don't see many chances for it to do well. it has some slim chances to qualify, I must say, but those are slim. So whether I just push to predict yes or no, I will dare to say they most likely won't qualify. Sadly, it's a sad story because I like Vanilla Ninja and I like Estonia, and somehow all the cards together don't combine well. But yeah, let's see. Maybe we're wrong, and maybe they will deliver much than expected. And actually, we wish them all the best. All right, so it's time to give our scores to Epic to be true. Naomi, please.
Yeah, I'm just it's not really for me in terms of just a song in general. It's not really a song I'll go back and listen to. It's not really a song that I favour just in Eurovision this year in general. So for that reason, but I do want to give some respect to who Vanilla Ninja are. The song actually itself isn't technically bad. So I thought that would do it some favors, even if it doesn't qualify, doesn't do that well. You know, it's to be respected that Vanilla Ninja are great musicians. It's technically a great song, so I will absolutely give respect to that. So I think taking that all into consideration, as well as my personal opinion, I'm really sorry. I'm going to give it a 3.5. I'm so sorry. It's one of my lowest scores, and I feel so bad. But I just have to be honest. I want to give my honest opinion, and for me, it's technically a great song, but for me, that's about it. It kind of ends there. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it 5.5. I think the majority of the points is just because I like Vanilla Ninja in general, and I think like the song isn't bad as you said, it's just a bit forgotten or a bit too radio friendly or not risky. And even though I respect the band, respect the vocalists and everything like that, I can't see it competitive enough. And that's unfortunately why my rank isn't that high, my score isn't that high. But yeah, nothing personal, and I really like Estonia, so sorry for that from the bottom of my heart, but I couldn't give it a high score. All right, so Estonia will compete in semifinal number one in the second half of the show. Let's wish good luck to Vanilla Ninja, who gonna perform to Epic to be true. Guys, tell us in the comments below what do you think about the Estonian entry this year. Don't forget to hit the subscribe channel right here below. That's right. Give us a like. And don't forget to visit us on ecb.com, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, Twitter, and basically everywhere. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.